These are 10 little details you might have missed. When sending out your heroes on a mission, it's pretty cool. You can actually zoom into the city, look at the inn, and you can see all the heroes. They're just leaving the city and they're headed off to their mission. That's pretty cool. When you're going into your friends to look at their city, you can actually turn around and look at the street, and you can actually see all of their heroes in all their heroes' gear walking around. When looking at the world chat, if you notice anybody with a little yellow stripe underneath their level, that actually indicates that they are a royal merchant in the world chat view. This guy's a friend. When looking at your city, you can actually press and hold the suggest button to bring up all the suggestions for an item. When you're actually looking at an item, you can see if you need components. You can switch between the different components that you might be missing for them. This was a mistake I recently did. If you have an item, each blueprint, you can actually set whether or not an item goes to the rack or it goes to your trunks. And this item is set to go to my trunk, so it doesn't appear on the rack. And I thought for a while there that it was broken. I didn't actually know the icon was on the blueprint. So if we go onto the blueprint, we can actually take a look and see the little icon there in the corner. You can set it to rack or you can set it to trunk. Let's set it to rack. And we'll try making some more of them. Speed this up. And they go to the rack where they're supposed to go. Alright, a view a lot of people don't really look at a lot. If you take a look at an item that you have multiple in inventory, you can click on the trash can and you can see how many components you could actually disassemble it for. When looking at the stats on your heroes, you can actually click on defense to see what their threat rating is. Threat rating is handy because you know that the boss or opponent is going to attack them more. Okay, in the back view of your shop, you can notice these little shutter doors, like a cellar. A lot of cool stuff on the forums about these things and what they could be. But if you take a look at the edit view and you go into like the edit mode where you can move furniture around and stuff, you can actually see that if you store something, you can look at the button, you can look at the icon for storing it, and it looks a lot like the cellar doors. So I guess that's where all the stuff goes when you store it. Okay, according to the Kabam website, the inspiration for Sia came from Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame, but she would be a trained double agent underneath the allure of a sensual dancer. So, they got some Disney characters going on in the game, and I think that's pretty cool.